You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Friday evening game between the visiting Southwest Dragons and your home team, Medina Valley Panthers. Panthers coming to the contest 5-3, Southwest 7-1 in second place, followed by South San at 8-0. Big game tonight for the Panthers, looking to avenge one of their losses earlier in the year to Southwest in a 8-3 ball game. It ended up to be, but it was 3-3 until the fifth inning, and Southwest broke it open a little bit. But Jeff, for the Dragons tonight, leading off is Angela Morales, batting second Tommy Betancourt, batting third Casey Coons, batting fourth Paris Alaquines, batting fifth Marina Garza, batting sixth Ebony Saldana, batting seventh Isabella Gutierrez, batting eighth Angelina Terrazas, batting ninth Madison Alaquines, and in the 10th spot Chloe Rod Ruiz. And Jeff, keys to the game, as we mentioned, Panthers need to get the lead early and jump on the Dragons. That's something that the Panthers haven't done this year.
Well, and we'll go back to our keys to the game last week. You got most of them done. You got them accomplished, right? You played pretty good defense. You scored the ball when you needed to score the ball, and you just didn't score enough. And in the 3-2 game, you got to have that one more clutch hit. And the Panthers just couldn't get it. You had a couple of defensive mistakes that are, they're going to happen in the game of softball. And South San made fewer. So chalk it up. So tonight, it's going to be the same thing. Make fewer mistakes and score when you have the opportunities.
And probably, Jeff, you mentioned the offensive, needed one more big hit. It was actually when the Panthers were on defense that they kind of made a couple of blunders, give them extra bases that ended up scoring a run, and then when you get doubled off on a line drive, that took you out of an inning also. So leading off is Angela Morales. Montez inside the circle, Upton behind the plate, Kennedy at first, Crisp at second, Chichester at third, Gonzalez at short, Reyna in left, Castiglione in center, and Camacho in right.
And
1 ball and 2 strikes now to the leadoff batter, Morales.
I'm going to go ahead and say, too, that my partner in crime over here is not feeling very well this evening, but he's battling through it. So thank you, Maury, for being here for the girls.
It's all slow out. Strike 2 called, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And for my battery mate, I want to wish my condolences. He lost his stepdad yesterday. So prayers go out to the Brawley family. Lost a great man yesterday.
Thank you.
Strikeout to start off the ball game. Good job by Montez inside the circle getting that first out. It's going to bring up number 3, the right fielder, Tommy Betancourt.
One thing Southwest did well in the first game, Maury, was when they got runners on, they moved them around and they scored them. And that's going to be the key to Medina Valley tonight, is to keep these base runners off the bases when Alaquines is coming up. That's who hurt him the last go-around.
Yes. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery is low. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Kuntz also had a very good game at the plate. The batter on deck last game against Southwest also.
Their 3 and 4 batters, did the damage, but they had
runners on base. Yep.
That were on base.
That ball is lifted in foul ball territory. Kennedy over and makes the play against the wall. F3 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Montez. It's going to bring up Casey Coons, the shortstop for the Dragons this evening.
That was a good play there by Kennedy, but what I'd like to see a little more of is find the fence. Get over to the fence and then
work back.
And then reduce to the ball.
Montez delivers. Strike called, 0-1.
What happens is you keep floating, and then you run into the fence and you lose concentration. So go to the fence and then reduce or come back to the ball.
The 0-1 just high and outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Kennedy get it and takes it unassisted. 3 unassisted for out number 3. So, quick inning for Montez. We head to the bottom of the first scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet
Yeah, it
in
was.
Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with zero down.
You have your
All new
list of
Equinoxes are $4,000
sponsors. I
off,
didn't bring
and new
mine out here.
Malibus are
Left it in the truck.
$5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school
At
events,
some point,
hosting
I'm going to have to
safety
plug this sucker
presentations,
in.
and more.
What are we going to unplug?
Belong to this community.
This.
Keep up with Medina Electric from
The-
the power lines to
I'll
the
show you later.
sidelines on social
That little
media
thing there, we won't
or
be able to
at
hear each other for a while.
medinaec.org.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers will stand to the plate. Top 3, Castiglione, Reyna, and Dominguez. Middle 3, Montez, Kennedy, and Upton. Bottom 3, Camacho, Crisp, and Gonzalez.
And how about the Panthers' chances here? You know, they got to continue to get people on base. You continue to work that, getting people on base, and good things will eventually have to happen.
You set the table, sooner or later you're going to have to eat.
There you go.
Garza at first, Morales at second, Saldana at third, Coons at short, Ruiz in left, Alaquinez in center, and Betancourt in right. First pitch, swing and a miss for Castiglione. Terrazas inside the circle, and the other Alaquinez behind the plate. That's Paris Alaquinez behind the plate, and Madison in center field. The 0-1 pitch to Castiglione, foul back in the screen, 0-2. Jeff, what is the saying? They say in Texas, if you don't like the weather, just wait a day. What a difference a day makes. Isn't this a beautiful evening?
Beautiful day. I remember yesterday at work, kids were inside. We kept them inside all day because as soon as you wanted to go outside, it started misting.
Foul back. Count stays at 0-2.
Just was one of those dreary days yesterday.
And then Wednesday and Tuesday, the wind was blowing so bad you didn't really want to get out in it. And it was actually a little cool. Now it's just a beautiful day.
So you're saying it was enjoyable?
Win.
You said it was cool.
Yeah. Castiglione takes that pitch outside. Moves the count to 1-2 strikes. Terrazas with the... Oh, wow, that pitch was low and outside.
If you're going to get the call, learn that you're going to get the call.
I know, Jeff, but I don't even know if she could have hit that with a pecan thrashing pole. That was way outside. Wow.
You hope that your pitcher's watching and taking notes.
Well, you hope it's the same for both.
That's right.
So that sends to play to Alyssa Reyna, the left fielder for the Panthers. Takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1. Let's see, Jeff, to me that looked more like a strike than the pitch through to Castiglione. Location-wise.
Well, you got to get used to it. Remember we talked about how the umpire sets up. Right now he's in the slot and left-handed batter.
1-1 pitch is low, 2-1.
Maybe his Left eye is stronger than his right eye.
Could be. Just hope he ain't third eye blind. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Sage take something off of that one. Was that a off-speed pitch? Because Raymond looked like she was on top of that, but swung right through it.
It didn't look like it. Looked like just a fastball, but we got a big old silver rail going right through the middle of our screen.
2-2 pitch, and that one she just swung a little late. That's a strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts now. It's going to bring up Aubrey Dominguez for the Panthers.
Panthers, number 88, Audrey Dominguez.
So Terraza's making quick work as Montez did in the top of the inning. See if Dominguez can extend this inning. Strike called, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1.
This is, if you have a rivalry game, Maury, this is what's developed into the rivalry game.
Yes, it has.
In girls softball.
And you've got to be careful on the right side of the infield and the outfield because they're staring straight into the sun for at least another 20 minutes. The 1-1 pitch is outside and high, 2-1. Wind blowing slightly from right to left.
Maury, my eyes ain't that good, but is that first baseman wearing earrings?
I cannot tell. I do not think so. The 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. Yes, she is. Now that I look now with the glistening off the sun, she sure is. So Terraza steps off, checks the pitching chart, the 3-1 pitch. Right back up the middle for a base hit.
Well,
good job by Dominguez hitting it right back where it came from.
Yeah, she worked the count in her favor. She laid off of some of that stuff that was a little high and away. Got her one right down the pipe, and she made her pay.
Absolutely. So Montez now steps to the plate for the Panthers.
Little meeting of the minds in the circle.
I think they're just trying to settle down Terrazas because she had to duck to get out of the way of that one. That went right back through her.
That one whistled right by her ear. Now they're laughing about it. They're good to go. Seen that a couple times here in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, we have.
There they go, hitting themselves in the back.
I've never figured that out.
I guess that just keeps them, make sure they're following through. Let me have a bruise on the backside, and I guarantee you I'm following through then.
First pitch is high, ball 1-0.
Who do you like in the Masters?
Who do I like? Oh, tough. It's hard to go against Scotty Scheffler. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Okay, I'm going to go back to Tuesday night. You know what I'm about to say.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
This young lady swinging the bat right here went after a lot of those balls on the outside part of the plate, and she looked pretty bad doing it. And then late in the game, she came up and she put one right back up the middle because they got it a little too tight. So I think she'll be able to adjust to that.
The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. You know, she puts good aluminum on the ball when she gets it, but I think if she would learn to maybe go with the pitch every once in a while, she tries to pull everything. See?
Yeah.
You know, 2-2 now. Well, that's the majority, yeah.
She's switching bats. See, she's going from the aluminum to the composite.
Counts even at 2-2 with 2 outs.
I haven't seen that very often.
I haven't either. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dominguez will run at first with a 2-out single.
I think she'll be on the move here. 2-2 pitch.
That ball is lifted in the infield. Second baseman going a couple steps back into the grass and makes the play. F4 if you're scoring at home for out number 3 for the Panthers. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We go to the second. Scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the top of the second, scoreless. Southwest will send to the plate Alaquines, Garza, and Saldana, 4, 5, and 6 in the order.
First up for the Dragons, number 9, Paris Alaquines.
It's all right. He can't say it either.
Alaquines, ain't that what you're supposed to say? Right?
I think you said Alaquines. Alaquines.
I didn't.
He said it.
Oh.
Alaquines.
Alaquines
Alaquines.
takes that first pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Slightly open stance. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, when Montez gets in trouble, it's when she starts behind the batters.
Ball is foul back, out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 1 pitch. Ball is lifted down the first baseline. Kennedy gives chase but runs out of room. Count moves to 2-2.
Scheffler, huh?
Scotty Scheffler.
I hadn't looked at the top 5 yet, or I don't even know if the top 5, if it'll be one of them.
Ball is lifted shallow left. Gonzalez goes back and makes the play. 2 steps into the grass. F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Marina Garza.
Hey, congratulations to the boys golf team here at Medina Valley. They won a district title the other day. The Valley.
Don't get me started. First pitch to Garza, a rocket right off the glove of a diving Gonzalez for a base hit.
That's one of those balls that right-handed batter just kept tailing away from the right-handed fielder, and she couldn't reach across and make that play.
Nope, opposite glove hand there for Gonzalez. Runner at first now. Ebony Saldana, the third baseman, steps to the plate for the Dragons. First pitch for Montez is a strike called, 0-1.
Good job by Montez here. Last 2 batters, first pitch strikes.
Yes, each team with a hit apiece now. The 0-1 pitch, foul back into the screen, 0-2.
Good crowd out in the outfield today, Maury.
Absolutely. Good crowd everywhere.
High fastball she came back with.
But she swung.
Yep.
0-2.
It's one of those, it's hard to call it a rise ball.
When it starts there, huh?
It looked like a high fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes to Saldana. Ground ball to Gonzalez. It's short. Over to Chris for 1. No throw. So fielder's choice for
Yeah, and
Saldana.
that's pretty much the only play she had as the ball was not hit terribly hard. So 2 outs.
Isabella Gutierrez, the extra hitter now at the plate for the Dragons. First pitch is foul back. Another first pitch strike for Montez.
3 out of the 4 batters in this inning.
Good job. The 0-1 pitch. Ball is lifted into left field. Left fielder a couple steps over, and Reyna brings it in for the final out of the inning. F7 for out number 3 for the Dragons in that inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left. We're through an inning and a half scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers will send to the plate 5, 6, 7. Kennedy, Upton, and Camacho. Terrazas finishes their warm-up pitches. Each team with a hit apiece so far through an inning and a half. Both pitchers doing a good job of throwing first pitch strikes so far.
First up for the Panthers, number 5, McKenzie.
Kennedy leads off for the Panthers.
Kinsey had that big 2-run double in the 6th inning Tuesday night against South San, and Panthers just couldn't get her home after that.
Strike called, 0-1. It was a 2-out, actually, a really good one.
2 out, 2 out, 2-run.
Hit it against the fence and a driving.
Right off the bottom of the fence, yeah.
When the wind was blowing straight in and hard.
There were a couple of balls that we hit that would have been home runs, Maury, without a stiff wind blowing in.
I think they had 1 or 2 that might have had a chance also. That ball is low, 1-1. Upton waits on deck for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 2nd. The 1-1 pitch is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. The Panther baseball team is in Eagle Pass tonight, and I believe Eagle Pass is leading the
They're tied for the
district,
lead.
or tied for the lead. So Panthers could pull one out. It would be a big win. Strike call in the outside corner, 2-2.
I'll try to get some updates.
Maybe get an update from either Brent Krieger or Chad Marty, or one of those that are down there. 2-2 pitch is a ground ball in the hole for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Mackenzie Kennedy. Second hit of the ball game for the Panthers. It's going to bring up Kaylee Upton.
My guess is Upton's going to be bunting right here early in the game. Make them field it. Make them come throw you out.
Upton with a ground ball down third, but foul.
And just when you got it figured out,
You might see her square around now.
Coach B keeps us guessing. Isn't that the name of the game?
That's it.
You don't want to be automatic.
So Upton waits on the 0-1 pitch. Squares around, bunts.
What a good bunt, too.
And that's going to be a base hit. As that ball just deadened as soon as it hit the ground.
That ball is like what you want to hit that pitching wedge into number 9 green and let it suck up a little bit because it just died with that backspin it had.
That was a great job there of bunting by Upton. Runners at first and second now with no outs.
No.
Camacho up at the plate.
No courtesy. No. Is there a No, that's Upton out there, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, you can probably, I don't know, I'm not even going to say it, but first and second should be bunting here with your left-handed slap bunter hitter.
Okay, you want to go down third base line here. You want to make the third baseman play this ball. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Now we're going to probably see the bunt again, but I know you don't want to give it away right off the first one, but now you're putting your batter in a hole where she's only going to see one pitch. I don't know. The 0-1, and that's bunted foul, 0-2.
I mean, you put yourself in a hole if you're the batter and you don't get it down, you know. And now she's going to let her swing away.
Oh, 0-2 now. Left-handed batting Camacho. Outside, 1-2. Throw down to second, way up the line, not in time. Kennedy back in head first. Kinley Crisp, the batter on deck for the Panthers. The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2.
And Terrasas has completely changed on her last two pitches. Have you noticed?
Yep.
She is really trying to work that outside corner, not giving in. I wouldn't be shocked to see her go back out there again. 2-2 count.
And the pitch. Lifted down the third base line, but foul.
That was a mistake.
Yes,
she got
it was.
a little bit too much of the plate. That's one of those that as a slap hitter, you got to punch it into the ground. Punch that ball into the ground. She made a mistake. And make them throw somebody out.
Yep. Count stays at 2-2. Kennedy at second. Upton at first. No outs. Panthers have a little something going here in the bottom of the second. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. For out number one. Third strikeout of the game. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Kinley Crisp.
Number 22, Kinley Crisp.
Runners still at first and second, but now with one out. Infield playing back. Not expecting the bunt here. The third base was behind the base. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. Deep all around the infield, Jeff.
Yeah. Nobody's up.
The 0-1.
I was going to say, may not be a bad time to bunt.
Catcher has one play, and that's the first.
But you got to bunt it harder to get it away from the catcher. You know what I mean? In that situation, they were playing no bunt coverage. They were staying at home.
So 1-3, we're scoring that at home for out number 2.
Number 9, Elena Gonzalez.
Elena Gonzalez now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Runners at second and third now, but with two outs. Left-handed batter at the plate. Fouled right back. You didn't even flinch either.
I'm blind in that eye.
Oh. right back at Jeff and I. 0-1. Kennedy at first with a leadoff single. Upton with another single, but now it's second and third with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, and that's foul back. 0-2. Another one of those situations, Jeff, where you just didn't execute.
Yeah, you didn't execute.
Get that bunt down.
And you let Crisp bunt, sacrifice, over to second and third when you go to your 9-hole batter. And I don't know what Elena's stats are. I don't know how she's been hitting the ball. But if you were higher up in the order.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. So, lead off singles. Panther strand, 2 runners on base. No runs, no hits, no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on base. We head to the third scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the third.
Oh, the third?
Yep.
Laurie, you know what the third inning means.
Yes.
It's one of our new advertisers, Sunrise Restaurant, 510 West Main in Uvalde, Texas. I'll wait till after this pitch. Stop by on your way through Uvalde for some good home-cooked meal. We do special events and catering also, daily lunch specials, and a great family atmosphere. Supporting Coach Buenteo and the Panthers this softball season. So thank you, Sunrise.
2-0 count now to the leadoff batter in the third inning for the Dragons. Ground ball to Crisp, and in between hops and the runner is on an error. E4 for the Panthers.
Yeah, I saw that same play last night in the Astros-White Sox game.
That was the pitcher, Terrazas.
And they were talking about how the fielder just continued to charge it and took away that last hop. Charging it, and and that's what Kenley should have done there. Continue to charge. Don't try to stop and catch it in between hops.
So we're going to probably have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. We are, and that's going to be number one.
The flex comes in for the DP, number 8, Chloe Ruiz.
Chloe Ruiz in now to run. It's going to bring up Alaquines. Madison, the center fielder. First pitch is off the plate, 1-0.
We do have a score update from Eagle Pass as the Panthers and the Mavericks are tied 0-0 after 2.
Same here. Ball is bunted foul, 1-1. Alaquines from the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at first is Terrazas. Pitch is fouled off down the third base line, 1-2. Leadoff hitter Morales waits on deck. The 1-2 pitch, high, 2-2.
It's a good miss right there. My gosh, my balls and strikes are mixed up. Sorry.
2-2.
Sorry, scoreboard.
And the pitch. Outside, full count. Snap, throw down, not in time.
We've got a full count.
See if the courtesy runner Ruiz is in motion here on this full count pitch.
Could be a strike him out, throw him out.
Chopper down third. Chichester feels it in foul ball territory.
Foul ball. We'll reset and do it again.
So Alaquinez will step back in with that same full count.
See, we got a few scouts in the stands, Maury.
Outside, ball 4. Wow, that was a close pitch.
You know what? If she wouldn't have acted like she was going to bunt it, I think he was going to call it a strike.
First walk issued by Montez. We head back to the top of the order. Angela Morales at the plate. Morales was a strikeout victim in the first inning. So now the Dragons with runners at first and second with no outs. Morales squares around the bunt. Chichester fields it over to Chris Phelan at second. Throws it and the ball gets away from Gonzalez, who was covering third. Error on the play.
After the out over first, this throw over third base brings a runner home.
Yeah, that throw should have never been made, Maury. The base runner came around third base, but she never got further than a step off the bag. So 2 errors in the inning, leads to an unearned run.
5-4 was the put out. Then an error enabled the runner to go from third to home. So now we have Tommy Betancourt. First, Betancourt.
But what did we say? First and second, nobody out. You bunt it. You try to, you make them throw you out.
Yep.
You make things happen.
So 0-1.
No one pitch coming up, 1 out. Run over third base.
Betancourt, the right fielder, popped up to first baseman, first at bat, over to the shortstop, and she is out as Gonzalez throws it home and retires the runner. 6-2 for the second out of the inning. Fielder's choice has Betancourt at first for the shortstop, Casey Coons. Well, he can't go ask him out there to help with that call. I mean, come on.
Number 15.
He was standing right here at home plate. So Coons now steps to the plate. Coons grounded out the first baseman to end inning number 1. One run across. Betancourt at first with 2 outs. Pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Coons steps out, checks the wristband. The 1-0 pitch. Slow down is in time for the out, so a caught stealing. 2-4 for out number 3 for the Dragons in that inning. No runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We're through 2.5. Panthers trail 1-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the third inning. Panthers trailing. Head to the bottom of the third. Panthers trailing 1-0. Panthers will turn it back to the top of the order with Castiglione, Reyna, and Dominguez. Morgan struck out her first at bat to start off the ball game for the Panthers. She is 0 for 1. Unearned run in that inning. In the top of the inning for the Dragons.
First up for the Panthers, number 7, Morgan Castiglione.
Let's go, boys.
Terrazas back out there. The first pitch is high and outside. Ball 1-0. Foul tip. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike as Castiglione leads off here in the bottom of the third. Ball is foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Just did miss that one.
Yes.
A little bit more of the white there from Terrazas. Morgan just missed that one. Now you got to be in defense mode here.
Terrazas with the 1-2 pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Terrazas checks the dugout. Now the pitching chart. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts now for Terrazas. That's going to bring up Alyssa Reyna. What is the deal?
She never re-entered. She's got her own deal. She never re-entered her flex player. And she's saying that's an illegal player. Here we go again.
That they did?
They never re-entered. Remember, they entered their flex player and
to run. Chloe Ruiz.
She never re-entered, so that's illegal. So she's awarded first base through that deal. And what Coach Montejo did there was she waited until the at bat was over to pull the card, to use that card. So the same thing that they argued about in Southwest in Game 1, Coach Montejo
flipped the script
on it. Huh? Oh, he's saying it's just a warning. He's saying it's just a warning on the coach. So it goes down as a strikeout still.
So Alyssa Reyna now steps to the plate. Reyna was a strikeout victim in the first inning as well. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
That goes again, Maury. That's what all that flex and all that stuff. It just ends up getting you in trouble, you know. If you can use it in a typical for an advantage, by all means do it. But I've very rarely seen in a high school game right here how you can use stuff like that to your advantage. But I don't understand it.
I don't either. Ball is fouled down the third baseline. Evens count at 1-1. Southwest leading 1-0 here as they scored one in the top of the third. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That time that was just pure heat there from Terrazas.
Yes, sir.
Ground ball, third baseman in. Saldana across the diamond for the putout.
She stepped on her. She
stepped
on
right
her
on the ankle of the first baseman, Garza. 5-3 for out number 2.
Like she's trying to put her shoe back on.
It got her right on the ankle bone.
And I'm pretty sure there was no malintent.
Oh, no, there wasn't.
She was just, it was her left foot, and she was running through the base and just caught her right on that ankle.
No, because it can be just as dangerous for the runner to hit the other one's ankle, too, and roll it just as easy.
Yeah. I hope the young lady's okay over at first base.
Yep, it's Miss Garza. Marina. Trainer over there for the Panthers checking on her. And that really stings if Alyssa was wearing some steel spikes, which I think the majority of the Panthers do.
She's readjusting her sock and readjusting her shoe. Looks like she's going to be okay.
Well, the trainer wanted to feel the ankle without the shoe on.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah. So we have a little break in the action. 1-0 is your score. Looks like she's ready to go now, so good job for Marina Garza. She's back up. That's good to see. Gets a round of applause from the fans here at the stadium. Panthers will send to the plate Dominguez now. Dominguez, one of the 3 hits for the Panthers. A 2-out single in the first inning.
Well, Maury, the sun's going down. You talk about contrasting evenings from Tuesday night, too.
Oh, yes. Tuesday
night,
the
we
wind.
had lightning around. We had wind directly in our face. And
hard wind.
Old Glory is just hanging there loosely. And I thought they were supposed to be at half mast, and we're not at half mast, Maury.
Nope.
Next up for the Panthers, number 88.
So now we're back in place. Dominguez steps to the plate. Bottom of the third, Panthers trail by a run.
2 outs.
2 outs. Terrazas delivers. Ground ball in the hole once again. Same spot for Dominguez. Another 2-out single. That's going to bring up Alyssa Montez. Montez popped up to the second baseman, Morales, to end inning number 1. See if Alyssa can help her own cause here. First pitch is lifted in the infield.
Same thing.
Coons going back on the edge of the grass and makes the play. F6 for the out. So the 1-out, 2-out single does not prosper for anything for the Panthers. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We're through 3. Panthers trail 1-0. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Broadcasting for Medina Valley, the state of Texas, America, and
space, a final frontier.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the top of the fourth. Panthers trailing 1-0. Dragons will send to the plate 3, 4, 5. Coons, Alaquines, and Garza. Coons grounded out to Kennedy at first base to end inning number 1. So she is 0 for 1. Montez back out there for the Panthers for her fourth inning of work, excuse me.
First up for the Dragons, number 15, Casey Coots.
Montez first pitch, strike called, 0-1.
Update from Wynn. Both teams stay the same, 1-1 after 3. Tied. So they're both tied still after 3.
So the Panthers hanging tough against the Mavericks. The 0-1 pitch is outside and high, 1-1. Light starting to take a little bit of effect here this evening as the sun setting back behind the beautiful oak trees. Ground ball, foul. Coons a little behind that fastball. Moves the count to 1-2.
Yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Some pretty good games and some surprises already.
Yep, my team's already trailing the division winner.
The
division
Reds.
champs, yep. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. So out number 1 in the fourth. Second strikeout for Montez. It's going to bring up Paris Alaquines. Alaquines popped up to Gonzalez at short. So she is 0 for 1. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. And Jeff, I kind of like the changes that they made. Kind of, I'm not one that usually sits and watches the whole game, but it did speed up a little bit of the game.
30 minutes.
I mean,
every game on average is 25 to 30 minutes. I guess is faster.
The 0-1 pitch.
I don't know. I mean,
1-1.
I think it takes away from some of the gamesmanship. Between a pitcher and a batter. I'm still a little hesitant to be in favor of it.
The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1.
I had no problem sitting at a game for 3 hours. What's it, 30 minutes? 30-minute difference.
It's a big difference when they quit.
When the sun's right in your face, I guess there's a big difference.
2-1 pitch. 3-1. I was going to say it's a big difference when them last few innings drag along and they shut down the concession stand in the 7th inning.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
When you can't get a good soda water.
How about not
right back up the middle for a base hit. So Alaquines on with a 1-out single. Second hit of the ball game for the Dragons. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Marina Garza. Garza singled, but was retired on the fielder's choice.
How about those concessions, too? They're not making money for that 30 minutes.
Another shot right up the middle. That's going to fall for a base hit. Good job of base running there by Garza. By Alaquines being on the move. So back-to-back singles now. It's going to bring up Ebony Saldana. Saldana reached on a fielder's choice. Squares around the bunt, bunts through it for strike 1. So Alaquines at second, Garza at first. Back-to-back one-out singles. Saldana squares around and does not get the bunt down. Bunts it foul. Down in the count 0-2. Let's see if Coach Hernandez wants her to bunt with 2 strikes or is going to let her swing away here. Fakes the bunt. Now lifts one.
That's
in the infield.
Infield fly.
Should be an infield fly as Chris brings that one in.
Call it either.
Nope. F4 for out number 2.
Somebody else said the same thing.
That's going to bring up the extra hitter, Isabella Gutierrez. Gutierrez flied out to Reyna to end inning number 2. Fouls that one back into the screen, 0-1. And Jeff, once again, both teams there had runners on first and second, could not execute the sacrifice.
Yeah. And you hate to, when you get these opportunities with no outs, 1 out, with runners on first and second, to not be able to, come through with those in those situations.
So that's a ball.
Sure, as a coach, you're frustrated because you don't know what else to do.
No. So the 1-1 count to Gutierrez. Fouls back 1-2. Need a quality pitch here by Montez here to get out of this inning.
Yeah, this is something we talk about a lot, Maury. 1-2. Where should this pitch be?
Not anywhere close. Pitch is lifted in the infield.
That was a good pitch.
Crisp calls it and makes the play. So F4, he was scoring at home for out number 3 for the Dragons in that inning. No runs on 2 hits, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers trail 4-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers trail 1-0. Panthers will send to the plate 5, 6, 7. Kennedy, Upton, and Camacho. Kennedy and Upton have 2 of the 4 hits for the Panthers. They started off the second with back-to-back singles, but the Panthers were unable to lay down a sacrifice bunt to move the runners on, and then sacrificed with 1 out to move them to second and third, but then a strikeout victim ended the inning. So see if the Panthers can start the 4th like they did the second with some base runners here. Terraza's back out there in the circle for the Dragons. Kennedy steps to the plate, 1 for 1. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. McKenzie steps back in and waits the 0-1 pitch from Terrazas. It's outside, 1-1. Southwest fans didn't like that call, but it was off the plate. 1-1. Terrazas delivers. High, 2-1. Kennedy awaits the 2-1 pitch. Foul back, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Panthers trailing 1-0 here as they start the bottom of the 4th. McKenzie steps back in. Waits on the 2-2 pitch. Change up, foul back.
Great job by Kennedy there, fouling that pitch off, staying in there and not giving up on that pitch.
So we'll redo the 2-2 count. Foul back once again. Count stays at 2-2. Terraza steps back. It's a little sand in her hand there. Rubs the ball. Checks the pitching band. And delivers the 2-2 pitch. Change up, base hit over the third baseman. Second hit of the ball game for Mackenzie Kennedy. Lead off single. That was a great at bat right there.
She threw that change up again. She got it a little high. She threw it, up in her, letters. And they always say when you can catch up to a change up like that. And that time, Mackenzie caught up to that change up. So.
Upton now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Cheating in on the corners a little bit here. First pitch to Upton is a swing and a miss, 0-1.
Remember Upton's last at bat, she let her swing away on the first pitch and second
laid down a beautiful bunt.
Got a great bunt that had that little backspin on it, checked up, and she got herself an infield single.
So Kaylee waits the 0-1 pitch, squares around, bunts through it, strike 2.
Not as good of an attempt that time as that pitch was high and outside. Yep. She offered at it. And
when you taught the bunt, you put it at the top of the zone and you drop it. If you got to go up, you pull back.
You pull it back.
Yep, you take the pitch.
You sound like you read Coach Herb's book on bunting.
No, I knew a long time before I read that book. I never have read the book. I know how to bunt. 0-2, which I don't believe half the Panthers know how to bunt. 0-2. Ball 1-0. And Jeff, now you just want to make contact here and try to get Kennedy to second base somehow.
Yeah. I mean, if she's going to continue to pitch you outside, you look for something you can poke through the right side. Maybe get her to third base.
Yep. So Upton now waits the 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2.
She's got that same grip, Maury. I haven't noticed this before. She's got the same grip where her hands are apart. Yeah, about two inches out. I mean, it's a significant. It's almost like it takes away from your
power, I would think.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch.
She's basically, when she has her hands apart, she's swinging with her top hand.
Yeah.
She's not getting any pull through with her bottom hand.
So good job here from Upton, battling back from an 0-2 count. As Terrazas checks the pitching chart. Upton awaits the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Great at bat. So back-to-back base runners for the Panthers. That's the first walk issued by Terrazas. It's going to bring up Madison Camacho, the right fielder.
Well, here we go again. We're in this situation again.
Give it to her. Let her bunt on the first one.
She's going to be given the bunt here again, and she's going to have to come through in this situation here.
Don't waste that first pitch. And if you're Madison, you got to realize you're giving yourself up here.
Yeah, this is not an opportunity for a base hit. If you get one, great, but you're trying to move those runners over. It's a drop bunt. She pushed it.
And it gets it by.
That was almost catastrophe as she did the little drop push bunt, and she punched it right by the pitcher. If the pitcher catches that, Maury,
we'll have a triple play.
Would have had a triple play. But the best thing is she didn't, and you got 2 base hits and a walk, and you're still rocking and rolling right now.
Yes, that went from oh my to oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I like the idea, Jeff, letting her do it on the first pitch. Do not get her down in the count. 0-1
chance.
So a great at bat there. 3 great at bats there by the Panthers as Kennedy fought off 2 tough pitches and got a base hit. Upton battled back from 0-2, and then a great push bunt there by Camacho. That's going to bring up Kinley Crisp. Crisp, no official at bats as she sacrificed her first at bat, but now has a chance to put the Panthers, at least tie the game and put the Panthers ahead. Takes that pitch high.
Well, you hope to have 3 chances at it now, Maury.
Yes.
And you've got 8-9-1.
Kelly's really not your prototypical number 8 hitter.
No, she's not. I think last year she batted in the 2 hole as a freshman all year.
Ball 2.
And now you've got Terrazas on the rope here. You know, you got 2-0. You should be looking dead red right in the zone, something you can extend on and drive, nothing else. And coach knows that, and they're going to call time and get the pitching coach out to talk to Terrazas.
And Jeff, probably the biggest at bat was the one to Upton when Terrazas got ahead 0-2, and then Upton battled back to get the walk. And then Camacho with that push bunt, almost a disaster. She got it up in the air and just on the outstretch.
I tell you,
of Terrazas,
talking inches away.
It would have definitely been a double play.
Yep,
for sure.
Because the runner on second base,
because McKenzie
Kennedy had already
running,
taken off.
Yes, well they both were, and that was you're supposed to do on a bunt. But
you're supposed to do it when the ball's down.
Down, yes. So after a meeting of the minds in the circle, Terrazas try to gather herself. Kinley Crisp will step back in with the bases juiced and nobody out. Panthers trailing 1-0 here, but have a chance to bust this game open. 2-0 pitch is a strike call. That's not the one Kinley was looking at. That was a little out off the plate.
That's a good 2-0 pitch by Terrazas. If I'm betting she's going right back to that same pitch. She'll try same location, same pitch.
The 2-1 delivery. Strike call, 2-2.
Not only was it the same area, but she missed over the white part of the plate on that one, and Crisp wasn't ready for it. That would have been one that Crisp, could have very easily put in play and got a run home. Now with the 2-2 count,
you go anywhere with this one.
You got to protect. You got to be a hitter here.
And the pitch. Ball is lifted in the right field. What a diving catch!
But we got a tag.
And a tag at home, and she'll be sliding in. And Jeff, that time Upton was nearly standing on third base when the ball was caught.
Maury, it was almost deja vu from Tuesday night when the center fielder for South San made a heck of a catch and doubled up a runner at second base. I saw visions of that same thing happening right there. But luckily, that was a great catch out there in right field. I'm still not sure she caught it.
Crisp gets credit for an RBI there on that fly ball. That's going to bring up Elena Gonzalez. Gonzalez struck out her only time at bat. She is 0 for 1. Upton now at second. First pitch is ball 1-0. Upton at second. Camacho at first.
Look at how deep the third baseman's playing. I mean, we know Gonzalez's speed. She could very easily lay one down and beat it out at first base.
But what a catch there in right field by Betancourt.
Sure was.
It's a butt. That's a base hit. as Gonzalez lays down a perfect infield hit with a bunt. Bases loaded now for the top of the order in Morgan Castiglione.
Still looking for that big base hit, though, Maury. Panthers have struggled since late February, early March, getting that big base hit.
Perfect time for it right here.
Perfect time to come out of that funk.
Castiglione is 0 for 2, struck out both times. Terrazas with the pitch. Ball is fouled down the third base line, foul, 0-1. Panthers with a run across. RBI for Kinley Crisp.
Yeah, she really hit that ball well, too.
Yes, she did. If Betancourt don't catch that ball and she dove for it, that ball goes to the fence and the bases are cleared. Outside, 1-1. Now this is a big inning for Terrazas inside the circle. See how she responds to some base runners now in a tie ball game. 1-1 pitch. Ball is bunted through for strike 2, 0-2, 1-2.
Yeah, that ball was running away from her the whole time, and Morgan just had trouble seeing that one. Easy for us to say because we're standing right back here behind it.
Exactly. The 1-2 pitch is high, 2-2. Bases full. Panthers have scratched across the run here and tied the ball game up in the fourth. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases full of Panthers.
I think we got 2 home games next week, don't we?
I don't know.
I think we do. I think we got Harlandale and McCullum. Because we did Harlandale and McCullum back-to-back over there.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
No, I didn't get to do McCullum because it was spring break. Dwayne and Gary did it, and it was right here.
Oh, okay.
Did the Harlandale game there.
Right, so we'll have Harlandale here Tuesday, McCullum here Friday.
Morgan waits the 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder in, makes the play. Upton tags up the throw home. Not in time.
And everybody advances.
Good job of base running for the Panthers as everybody moves up 60
Great
feet.
job there by Castiglione getting that ball elevated and getting it into the outfield.
Castiglione drives in Upton for the go-ahead run here in the fourth.
Maury?
Yes, sir?
We're still waiting for that big hit.
Yeah.
You got the
Reyna at the plate. Reyna is 0 for 2.
2-3-4 up with 2
Strike
outs.
out and the ground out. But, yes, you need a big hit here. There it is. Up, shortstop feels it. Coots over in time for the out. 6-3 for out number 3. But for the Panthers in that inning, 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 left on base. We go to the 5th. Medina Valley leads now 2-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. And Jeff's got a reader for us.
Rusty Rooster drive-through. 806 Highway 90 West in Kestrelville. Make a quick stop on your way home from work or drop by on a weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. The Rusty Rooster is the place for quenching your thirst from sunup to sundown. After all, anything goes till the rooster crows.
Southwest will send to the plate 7, 8, and 9. Angeline Terrazas leads off. Terrazas scored the only run of the ball game for the Dragons as she reached on an error to start the inning.
You gotta lead now. And as Montez has done like 8 of the last 9 batters, you got to start him out with a strike. And quickly she's falling behind now, 2-0.
2 balls and no strikes now to Terrazas. Ball 3-0. Terrazas and Alaquines. 1-2 here. And that pitch is a strike, 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Strike call, full count. Much to the chagrin of Terrazas, she kind of went, oh. So that's the first time we've seen that pitch called a strike, Jeff.
Yeah, I think so.
You had a spider crawling on you.
Well, that's my buddy.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball foul, down third. Count stays full. Panthers with their first lead of the ball game. If they scratched 2 runs across in the bottom of the 4th, 2 RBI fly balls. Crisp and Castiglione. That's a ball 4. So a leadoff walk. Second walk issued by Montez. Madison Alaquines will step to the plate from the left side. See if we'll have another courtesy runner here. And we will. I can't tell the number of that young lady. So Marissa Rivas will be the courtesy runner for Terrazas. Alaquines steps to the plate. Ball 1-0. Alaquines no official at bats as she walked her first at bat. Ball 2-0. Slap down the third base line foul. 2 balls and 1 strike.
2-1 pitch coming up. Nobody's out. Runner over at first base here in the top of the 5th.
Montez stares in. 2-1 pitch is high. 3-1. Pitch, Alaquines way outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start off inning number 5. So we head back to the top of the order. Angela Morales. Morales is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out.
If I heard Coach Hernandez correctly, she said everybody's hitting, and she gave no signs. So she's letting her girl swing away right now.
Well, you got the top of the order at the plate. Ground ball to Crisp at second. Over to first for the out. Runners advance to second and third.
They got an out, but that could have been a double play ball. But more importantly, you did get an out.
So that's going to bring up the first. The right fielder, Tammy Betancourt. Betancourt is 0 for 2, popped up to the first baseman, and then reached on a fielder's choice and was caught stealing in the inning. Ground ball to Chichester. Chichester fires it home. Upton with the tag, and she's out.
You got one going to second. You throw her out, and you're out of the inning.
You're out of the inning.
Wow.
So the first out is retired 5-2 for out number 2, and then 2-6 for out number 2-4 actually for out number 3. So the Panthers, after back-to-back walks to lead off the inning, no runs on no hits, 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers in front, 2-1.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. And we have a 5th inning stretch sponsor.
Yeah, it is the 5th inning stretch, sponsored by Sophia's Pizzeria, 15284 Pachanko Road and 211 in San Antonio. Pizza, calzone, subs, wings, and many pasta specialties. Come by and feed your family for a reasonable price. Order online. Call us at 210-354-7618 or visit us in person. Go like us on Facebook at Sophia's Pizzeria TX. That's Sophia's Pizzeria TX, and be entered to win a chance at a $25 gift certificate. Pretty good deal there, Maury. All you got to go do is like their Facebook page and make a comment that you heard it here on MVBN, and you'll be entered to get yourself a $25 gift certificate. Maury, they've got some good food over there.
So Dominguez now will step to the plate. Aubrey's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, but both of them with 2 outs. See if she can keep this streak going here and get on base with no outs and come around and score a run here for the Panthers.
Maury, let's talk a little bit about that last series there. Chichester made a great play throwing it home. You know, you're told where don't go. If they hit the ball on the corners, you're not supposed to go home, right? As a base runner. The base runner took off. Chichester saw it. She made a great throw home. And then for some reason, the coach at first base sent the girl to second. This is not JV. This is not Little League where they're not going to throw it down with 2 outs. And she threw it down there and had her with no problem.
Yeah, Upton threw a perfect strike.
Yeah,
strike
you
to Crisp.
you ran yourself out of an inning right
Absolutely, that was bad running. Base running for the Dragons. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Guerrero. Aubrey with 2 singles so far.
Or if you're going to do something like that, getting a run down.
That ball is lifted high. The left fielder giving chase and cannot get to it in foul ball territory. And Jeff, that time, Coach Hernandez chose not to play small ball.
Oh, look, stranger.
And the bad base running cost them at least a run.
Yeah. Yep, sure did. And, you know, like I said, I heard her say, you know, we're all going to hit this inning.
Well, okay.
And she let them swing away.
Yep.
And
so Dominguez awaits a 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into center field, and it drops for her 3rd hit of the ball game.
Tell you what, there's that changeup again that Terrazas got up a little bit, and once again the batter was able to catch up to it.
That's 9 hits, Jeff,
and 2
for
runs.
Panther batting. Yeah, and 2 runs. Going to have a pinch hitter for Montez. It looks like Avery Nash will step to the plate now for the Panthers, number 21.
Coming in for number 99 is number 21.
Avery Nash was one the other night in that game. Maury, she had a great at bat. and she hit one to center field that if there wasn't no wind,
it was gone, yes.
But it got up in that jet stream, blowing right back in her face, and center fielder made a catch on it.
That ball is rocketed down the third base line, but foul. Dominguez stands at first, her third hit of the ball game.
You know, I'm surprised right here, Maury, that we're not trying to get the runner over to second base in a one-run game. You know, we're doing the same thing that Hernandez just did for Southwest. We're saying, you know, we're going to let everybody hit right here. We're swinging away.
The 0-1 pitch. Strike called, 0-2.
Pitchers that had 0-2 pitch coming up.
The 0-2 pitch. Shortstop eats that one up for the out. F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. Going to bring up Mackenzie Kennedy. Mackenzie is always also perfect at the plate, 2 for 2 with a run scored the first run of the ball game on the sacrifice fly from Kinley Crisp. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. Dominguez still your runner at first, but with one out now. Terrazas with the pitch. Ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder Alaquines goes back and makes the play. Kennedy just got under that one a little bit for out number 2. 6 flyouts now for Terrazas. As Kaylee Upton now steps to the plate. Upton is also perfect at the plate. 1 for 1, a single, a walk, and came around and scored the second run of the ball game on Castiglione's RBI fly out. First pitch is low, outside, 1-0.
Supposed to be a lot of rain next week, Maury.
Saying it's going to.
Yeah.
Also saying it could be some nasty other stuff too, which I hope we don't need any of that. Snap throw down the first, not in time. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes.
Nasty other stuff.
Hail and winds and everything else.
Storms, huh?
Don't need that.
No, but it is that time of year.
Yes, it is. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Upton back in, awaits a 2-1 pitch from Terrazas. And it's lifted foul out of play. 2-2. Now, Jeff, Upton's at the plate. You got a 2-2 count. You put it in motion at first. I mean,
I would.
I mean, it's a perfect opportunity for it.
I would right here, but it doesn't look like we are.
2-2 pitch is lifted in the infield. Third baseman camps under it and makes the play. So a leadoff single, but Dominguez is stranded at first. F5 for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit. 1 more left on base. We go to the 6th. Panthers lead 2-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Who has the best sports coverage for Medina Valley? We do.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. As we head to the 6th, we have a good one brewing here at Medina Valley as the Panthers lead 2-1 as we go to the 6th. Southwest will send to the plate 3-4-5, Kuntz, Alaquines, and Garza. Kuntz is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Montez back out there for the Panthers for her 6th inning of work. And Jeff, this is a big inning. You got your heart in the lineup coming up for Southwest. If you can get through this 3, 4, and 5,
yep,
you're in good shape.
Yeah, it starts out by going back to what was successful for you earlier, and that's getting ahead.
That first pitch strike right there, 0-1.
Just like that. Make them hit your pitch.
Absolutely. The 0-1 pitch. Ball is lifted in the right field. Camacho in one step and makes the play. F9 for out number 1. Paris Alaquines at the plate now. Paris popped up to the shortstop and then singled, but was stranded at second base.
Boys, Maury, are still tied 1-1, top of 6.
First pitch is a strike call. Wow, good pitching deal down there in Eagle Pass.
Called that one a ball.
Yep, little up. One ball and no strikes. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, not sure who's on the bump for the Panthers tonight.
Ball is low, 2-0.
She just needs to split that in half right now.
Yep. Yep, one little low, one a little high.
Is there a song like that?
What's that?
Little low and a little high?
Yep. And that's off the glove of Kinley Crisp. That's going to be an E4. As Alaquines will reach on an error. You're going to bring up the first baseman, Marina Garza.
Crisp is having a tough time of it out there today.
Garza with 2 singles in the ball game.
She does have an RBI to make up for it.
Strike 1.
Good job of getting ahead again.
That ball gets by Upton, and the runner will advance to second base.
I was just about to say that Southwest has got to find a way to get that runner to second base with their big bats up, and lo and behold,
they get it.
It's a wild pitch. So
without having to sacrifice an out.
Right.
That pitch is a strike call, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Montez needs to bow her back here and bear down.
Well, one of the most important pitch sequences here coming up, Maury. No part of the white.
The 1-2 pitch. That's low, and that doesn't get by Upton. She keeps it in front of her, but that pitch was low, and Upton did all she could to keep the ball in front of her. Yeah, now you have the tying run 60 foot away.
You've got an opportunity here if you're not sure who the batter is. Garza to get a run home.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good job by Montez for out number 2.
Great pitch by Montez there as she went high. She climbed the ladder.
Alyssa with a quality pitch right there.
Big pitch because there are now 2 outs.
Ebony Saldana now at the plate.
Oh.
Saldana 0 for 2, fielder's choice, and a pop-up to the second baseman, but that pitch is ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes.
I called that one a ball 2. I'm not sure where those are missing.
Oh, great job by Upton. That might have saved the tying run from coming in right there. She slid over.
Yep.
As that pitch got away from Montez. You'd like to retire this number 6 batter here. So you face 7, 8, and 9 in the last. Ground ball to Kennedy. It gets under her glove. Base hit, RBI single. Ties the game up. 2-2. As Alaquines comes in and scores an unearned run. And Jeff, both runs that Montez has given up have been unearned.
Unearned. Yep.
That pitch is high and outside, 1-0. And the big part of that, Jeff, was the two
pass balls or a
wild pitch
and two wild pitches.
Yes.
Actually.
So
I'm not
Coach,
sure how you scored that one, Maury. That could have very easily been scored an error, but I think you got to score that as a base hit.
I give him a base hit on that one.
She was going away from her glove side, and that would have been a tough backhand. But at the same time, situation like that, let's get dirty.
Situations like that, you got to kick the ball in the infield and give yourself a chance to make the play.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth.
So Gutierrez now at the plate. Takes that pitch low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Ground ball is short. Gonzalez has a hard time with it. Nobody can make the play. Another error on the Panthers infield. Runners at first and second now, as the pitcher Angelina Terrazas will step to the plate. Terrazas scored the first run of the ball game as she reached on an error and came around and scored. Ground ball is short. That gets by the shortstop. Another error. And the go-ahead run will score. And, Jeff, that was a tough.
I don't think that's an error.
That's a base hit. That was a tough hit. Tough bounce.
You know what I'm going to blame that on? I'm going to blame that on not dragging the field in between games. We talked about this last year. Those both were bad hops. You know, that one bounced over her head. The one before, she kind of bounced.
It looked like it was going to be a Sunday hop, but she charged it like you're supposed to, and it just went right over the top of her glove.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's an error right there. That one's a base hit because of the bad hop. But with that being said, it don't matter. Another unearned run.
Yeah, we should have been out of this inning long time ago. Madison Alaquina now steps to the plate. Madison is perfect of the evening, Jeff. 2 walks in your number 9 hole.
Yeah. Can't ask for much more.
Pitch is high, ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Chopper to Chichester. Chichester with it and eats it up for the final out of the inning. 5 unassisted for the out number 3, but for the Dragons in that inning, 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 big errors, 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers trail now 3-2. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet, as we head to the bottom of the 6th now. The Panthers trailing 3-2. Panthers will send to the plate Camacho, Crisp, and Gonzalez. 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Camacho is 1 for 2. Strikeout and a single. Dragons in at the corners. First pitch is outside. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Foul down the third base line, 1-2.
It's dark and it's still out here tonight, Maury.
Yes, it is. The 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2.
Boys are tied 1-1 going to the 7th.
Good ball game down in Eagle Pass. Two pitch. Hitting it down for a base hit in the left field. Good job going opposite direction by Camacho. A leadoff single for the Panthers. That's 10 hits now for Medina Valley. Kinley Crisp steps to the plate. Kinley with 2 sacrifices and an RBI tonight.
And next up for the Panthers, number 22, Kinley Crisp.
A number to the second baseman. Second baseman over to first is their only play. So a good job of Chris moving the runners up. 4-3 for out number 1. Moves the runner to second base for Elena Gonzalez. Elena struck out and then singled. So she is 1 for 2. Bunch that one back to the pitcher. Pitcher over to first, off a glove. The tying run is going to score. And Gonzalez moves to second base as Terrazas just kind of loafed that ball over to the first baseman and overthrew her. That's an error on the play. And Gonzalez with a heads-up job after he got by the first baseman goes to second. And Camacho comes around and scores the tying run for the Panthers. Morgan Castiglione now steps to the plate. Morgan is 0 for 3, but has a RBI fly ball as she drove in the second run of the ball game for the Panthers. Now we have a tie ball game. Top of your order at the plate.
And you got speed at second base now.
Absolutely. Both teams with some sloppy defense in this last part of the game, and that's going to get by the catcher. Gonzalez, she's going to score! As Alaquinez threw that ball to third base, and she should never thrown it. And the Panthers have scored the go-ahead run now. And Jeff, just sloppy play by both teams.
You know, once again, that was, a throw that shouldn't have been made by the catcher. And I'm sure she's frustrated with herself, and I'm sure that is a freshman catcher. You know, we can't forget that both of these teams are probably the 2 youngest teams in the district.
Yep.
Southwest has a lot of freshmen playing. Medina Valley has a lot of freshmen and sophomores playing, and they're going to make some of these mistakes. You know, that was more of a mental mistake. You know, and you see mental and physical mistakes. That was a mental mistake. She should have never thrown it. But now Castiglione here with the 2-0 count has an opportunity to get something going again with 1 out.
As the Panthers have claimed the lead here now with 2 runs of their own here in the 6th. 1 out, no runners on anymore. Ball is lifted in the infield, but it's just going to go out behind the plate. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. Panthers have just reclaimed the lead here in the bottom of the 6th, 4-3.
Maury, this game right here is going to last about as long as a Major League Baseball game.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2.
Right? Didn't we start at 7 o'clock?
Yes.
It's 8:46 right now. 45 more minutes. 2.5-hour Major League Baseball games now.
Well, we haven't even been playing for 2 hours yet.
No, we have.
Ball is lifted in the infield, and the shortstop makes the play. Kuntz, F6 for out number 2.
Down to bring up number 13, Alicia Reyna.
He's going to bring up Alicia Reyna. Reyna is 0 for 3, strikeout and 2 ground outs, but came around and, 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 ground outs. Pitch is low, ball 1, 1-0. Pitch. That ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder going back, and right in front of the warning track makes the catch. F8 for out number 3. But not before the Panthers with 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 big errors in the inning. Panthers take the lead 4-3. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
You gotta look at the guy next to you. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows you're gonna do the same for him.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet as we head to the 7th. Panthers with a 4-3 lead. Southwest will send to the plate. 1, 2, 3, Morales, Betancourt, and Kuntz. Morales is 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Need Alyssa here to bowl her back here in 1, 2, 3 inning here in the 7th and put this game to bed here for the Panthers. First pitch is ball 1, 1-0. Make them earn the bases here if they get on.
Yeah, don't give them the freebies, and don't give them free bases anyway.
1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. Morales waits on the 2-0 pitch. Strike call, 2-1. Panthers with 2 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th. Southwest with 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 6th. Ground ball under the glove of Gonzalez for a base hit. So an RBI hit to lead off the inning. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Tommy Betancourt. Betancourt popped up to first and then 2 fielders' choices. So she is 0 for 3. Ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Snap throw down, not in time. Got to be careful on that throw. You need to make sure it gets to the first baseman and not bar down in the corner. 1-1. Nobody out. Leadoff batter on in Morales. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball to Chichester. Chichester to second for 1, over to first for 2. Ball gets by Kennedy, and the runner will stand up at second base.
It's another error, Maury, when you take a base like that. So, that's one of those throws that you're trying to make something happen, but, you also don't want to give up that positioning and put them in scoring position. So you got one out with a runner at second base.
Kuntz now steps to the plate. Kuntz is 0 for 3.
Basically, all that was a sacrifice.
Yep. 3 unassisted, a strikeout, and a flyout. To the shortstop for the Dragons. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low and inside, 2-0.
And this is Kuntz and Alaquinas. I mean, you got to face their two best hitters, 3 best hitters in a row now.
Yep. 2-0 pitch inside, 3-0. You have first base open, but you got your number 4 hitter waiting on deck. .30 pitch, strike call. Taken all the way was Kuntz. 3-1 now. 1 out, runner at second. Panthers clinging to a 4-3 lead. Ground ball to Crisp at second. Feels it. Flip over in time for out number 2. 4-3 for the put out as Betancourt moves 60 foot closer.
Good play by Crisp there. As that one took a bad hop.
That one bounced up too, yes.
And she kept her body in front of it and gloved it and threw her out. So big at bat right here, right now.
So Paris Alaquinas now steps to the plate. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1.
And if you're Kaylee Upton, you get dirty back there. You don't let anything by you. No chance, no how. You're going to be a brick wall back there.
Ball 1-0. Alaquinas popped up to the shortstop, singled, reached on an error, and came around and scored. So she is 1 for 3 with a run scored. The 1-1 pitch, just off the plate, 2-1. Marina Garza waits on deck. Should Alaquinas keep this ball game going here for the Dragons, as they need a run here with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch. That's a base hit in the hole. 1 run will score. Alaquinas will be standing at second base. So a 2-out double for Alaquinas as we've tied up the ball game.
And there you go, Maury. That error right there allows you to get a runner in scoring position. Not to say she wouldn't have scored from first base on that double, but another unearned run.
So Marina Garza now steps to the plate. This ball is popped up. Upton makes the play behind the plate for the putout. But for the Dragons, 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th, tied 4-4. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Willing to accept the responsibility that you have to protect this team and this school and this town. And make no mistake about it, gentlemen, we are in the business of protecting this town.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. As Southwest scored a run to tie the ball game here, as we go to the bottom of the 7th, Panthers will send to the plate Dominguez, Montez, and Kennedy. 3, 4, 5. Dominguez is perfect at the plate. 3 singles tonight, but is yet to be driven in for a run. As 2 of the hits came with 2 outs, but 1 came in the 4th inning, or 5th inning when she led off, but the Panthers were unable to get her across.
Maury, I just noticed something.
Wind's starting to blow in.
The wind's blowing in from left field. It's not a strong wind, but the flags are not limp anymore out there.
Nope.
That's the second time I've been pulled over in that damn road. I was like, no, I'm going to go 50.
What a good game we've got going on tonight.
Well,
Two good games this week.
Well, it's exciting, but it's been sloppy.
It's been very sloppy. Both teams.
Dominguez leads off. As I mentioned, she is 3 for 3 tonight. Tie ball game here, bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Terrazas is outside, 1-0.
Let's see if this Blues strike zone shrinks up like it did on in the top of the inning. No, it wasn't real bad.
No, it wasn't.
It was a little smaller.
The 1-0 pitch. Off the plate, 2-0.
Yeah, the Southwest fans think it's a little smaller.
Well, she just asked, did you see her? She just asked the umpire where was it? Was it out? And he said, yes, it was out.
Yep. So we got Alamo Heights scouts here. I guess that's from the district that we'd end up playing in the first round of the playoffs if either one of these teams were to make it.
That ball is lifted in the right field. Right fielder going back. It's over her head. Dominguez will go for a double and will be held up a leadoff double by Dominguez. That's her 4th hit of the ball game for the Panthers. What a night for Dominguez. 11th hit of the ball game for the Panthers as Montez will step to the plate.
The cleanup hitter, number 99, Alyssa Montez.
What a night for Dominguez. That ball just carried right over the head of Betancourt. Winning run is 120 feet away for the Panthers. Montez digs in, pitches high, 1-0.
Now the Panthers have their heart of their lineup too. Southwest heart of the lineup came through and scored the tying run. Well, let's see if the Panther lineup can answer the heart of their lineup to score the go-ahead run and winning run.
The 1-0 pitch. Montez bunts, pulls it back.
I was wondering if we were going to see something like that. Now, I don't know that Montez is the best bunter.
2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that's what I got, 2-0.
Two balls and no strikes, winning run at second. Montez checks, pulls it back. You got first base open, but you got Mackenzie Kennedy waiting on deck.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you would bunt in this situation to get to Kennedy so she could get a fly ball. Fly ball wins you the game.
But right now you take two pitches right here. You make Terrazas throw you a strike. She struggled at least last 3 pitches to Montez. Ball 4. So now you have runners at first and second with Kennedy up at the plate. Mackenzie with 2 singles scored a run. Going to have a courtesy runner. Looks like number 31 will come in and pinch run for the pitcher. That's Aniston Stivers.
And you hope that runner at first base doesn't mean anything.
Well, it shouldn't, should it?
Yeah. But, Aniston made a heck of a play here against McCullum in the first round when she went in and pinch ran late in the game. Kind of danced around the catcher and came back and dove in and scored the tying run, which if she would have slid, she would have been out, and the game would have been over. And that was the
game Avery Nash walked it off in the 8th.
Avery Nash came in and pinch hit in the 8th and won the game. You go back and you look at the standings. That could end up being a big game as well.
Yes, it could. So the Panthers, the run you're worried about is standing at second base in Aubrey Dominguez. Nobody out.
Baseball is in extras. They are in the top of the 8th, 1-1.
One of your hottest hitters on the year steps to the plate for the Panthers in Mackenzie Kennedy. So after a visit to the mound, Terrazas toes back to rubber. Kennedy waits on the first pitch. Outside, ball 1-0.
And
I know you want to be careful to Kennedy, but you've got to somehow come into her.
Yeah. I mean, you pick your poison here. Do you throw her strikes?
The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0.
Or do you pitch around her and hope that you can get the next 2 out?
Next 3.
Without a next 3.
Yeah.
True, yeah. Yeah, so she's going to have to come to her. Especially now she's down 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. That was a good aggressive swing there by Kennedy. 2-1. Your winning run is at second. Bluffs a bunt, pulls it back. Ball 3-1.
Not a terrible idea to get that runner over to third base. I mean, this is one of your hotter hitters, but in a team game, any way you can to get that run home. I wouldn't do it here on a 3-1 count, though.
Oh, wow, in tight on the knees, it's a strike call, fills up the count.
There you go, in the top half of the inning, he didn't call that inside pitch.
Wow. Full count now to Kennedy.
I can almost guarantee she'll be going back outside.
And the pitch. Ball is lifted in the outfield. Going back. It's off the wall. Dominguez will be rounding third, coming home. And that's the ball game. As Kennedy bounces one off the wall for the winning RBI. And the Panthers walk this off as McKenzie's in a frenzy once again. And Jeff, wow. What a ball game.
Absolutely.
What an exciting ball game as the Panthers walk this off in the 7th. 5-4 is your score. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. As the Panthers walk this one off in the 7th inning, an RBI single off the bat of Mackenzie Kennedy, and the Panthers get right back in the hunt here, maybe not for a district championship, but maybe for a runner-up spot as they avenge one of the losses in the first round as they take the second match against Southwest, Jeff. And it wasn't a pretty game.
No, it was
but
not.
It was a win.
There's a lot of teaching moments in that game, especially with our fielding. But, a win's a win. You can't take anything away. Now, the one bad thing, the one negative you've got right now is you're still one game behind Southwest for that second spot. You've got to hope that somebody, and hopefully you would think it's
could be South San.
South San takes care of business with Southwest next week. I think they play. And then you'll end up being tied if you take care of business. Both teams take care of business, and then you end up having to have a playoff game for second place. And, boy, you know what kind of fireworks that might be. But not to get ahead of yourself, you barely beat McCullum at home in the first round.
Yep.
You're going to get them next Friday. So one game at a time, try to take care of business. So Tuesday, Harlandale here. And we hope to have both the boys and the girls games live video Tuesday.
And, Jeff, we have to pick a player of the game, and it, in my opinion, it has to go to Aubrey Dominguez, who was 4 for 4.
Absolutely.
Set up the shop in that last inning, got the lead off with a leadoff double, ended up coming around and scoring 4 big hits. I know some other girls did good at the plate too, but you got it started with Aubrey Dominguez, and she came through. Kennedy came through with a big at-bat with driving in the run, but the player of the game sponsored by
Tanya's Travel by Design.
And with that said, Jeff, this is what the Panthers needed to rebound after that tough loss against South Sand
they're
Tuesday.
definitely playing better.
Needed this boost of confidence, get back on the winning track. Jeff, there ain't really much to say other than you got to clean up your defense a little bit. You can't be that sloppy out in the field.
4 unearned runs. You know, without those 4 unearned runs, you win 2-0.
Right.
Or 3-0 because we had a few unearned runs ourselves that Southwest gave us. So.
But it all evens out in the wash, and the Panthers come away with a 5-4 victory here. And with that said, for Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury.